Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is early to say the least. That's the one thing about these big tournaments like this, is you got to get up real early to beat everybody to the boat ramp. And so honestly, I didn't get up as early as I wanted to. I planned on leaving the hotel at 3:30, but I left the hotel at about 3:45. So it is what it is, but we're getting our way down to where we're putting in for this kayak tournament, and we're going to see what we can get done. Now, for you guys that haven't watched the practice videos, this kayak tournament is kind of a special one. It's kind of a big one. It is a Hobie Open on Cayuga Lake in New York. And so I'm here in New York fishing this tournament. This is one that I picked off the list just because my buddy Bailey lives up here in New York. Cayuga is a lake I've always wanted to go to. I just kind of wanted to get out of Tennessee, go on a fishing trip, and so that's what I've done, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can get done today. I found something really cool in practice. If it works out, I'm going to look like a hero. If it doesn't work out, probably going to look like a zero, but we're here to have fun, and that's the main thing, and that's what we're going to do today. So glad that you guys clicked on this video. We're about to get after this thing, and without further ado, let's send it. All right, boys and girls, it's game time. It is game time. Oh. Definitely not what I was looking for. Telling you guys, here in just a minute, I'm gonna get one of these sons of bitches doing this thing where they come off these boat docks and look at me. People from New York and that fish this lake are probably not gonna be surprised one bit, but old country boy from Tennessee ain't never seen shit like this before in his whole entire life. One just blazed off this boat dock right here. I threw wacky rig up there 3 times. I threw it up under there. Fished it super slow, and as soon as I passed by it, it rushed out behind my kayak and followed me. And I tried to get my phone out and get my glasses on my phone so you guys could see it. But I mean, just the damnedest shit you've ever seen. I don't understand it. There you go, guys. That is what I've been talking about right there. Hopefully you can see it. That's it. That's what they do. It's a perfect example of exactly what they do. And as you guys can see, literally here's my kayak. That fish is swimming. She's right here now. You probably can't see her, but she's right in there. And they literally just follow me around. I've never seen anything quite like it in all of my life. Like in all of my fishing, I've never seen anything like that. It is probably one of the craziest things. The crazier thing is when you do that and it's 6 or 7 of them and they're all that size. It's just crazy. Oh, guys, this just sums up my day right here. I just took my jacket off, my rain jacket off, because I was hot, and it just started like misting rain. So there you go. That's my day in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen. That's how this is going. Lord have mercy. One of my favorite sayings, and I say it often, is she had it in her mouth and the kids walked in. And that is what I'm dealing with today. Is we are right there. I mean, it is, the fish are here, they're big. I mean, it's everything that you want, and they are just not having it. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. So like I said yesterday, we zeroed in the Hobie tournament on day 1. Swung for the fences, went and tried to catch some big, finicky, super finessey bass, and it just did not work out. But that's okay, because I got nothing to prove to anybody. And so today, we're going fun fishing. And I hate to use the term fun fishing because all fishing is fun, but I guess the best term to use is we're not tournament fishing. We're just going out here to have an unrestricted day of whatever the hell I want to do and catch some fish. And so we're going to this lake that Bailey turned me on to here in New York. Bailey's actually on Cayuga today fishing the tournament. I think he was sitting at like 21st yesterday, so he's trying to win. So we're going to be kind of watching Tourney X all day, see how he does. But Bailey turned me onto this lake, and I literally have 2 rods rigged up. I got a flipping stick with a jig, and I have got a frog. And that's all we're doing today. We're going to go have some fun. It's the only 2 rods we're going to put in the kayak. We're going to put some terminal tackle in the kayak. We're going to put a jig into the kayak and an extra frog, and we're just going to have fun. And I am looking very, very forward to it because this is my kind of fishing. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I'm glad you guys clicked on this video. And without further ado, let's get after this thing and see what we can do. Well, that's fun. It's a pretty good one right there. First one on the jig for the day. Awesome. Heck yeah. Another one. That's fun. I love the way these fish are built up here in the north. They're just beautiful. I mean, just look at that. Heck yeah. That's fun right there. God, there's just nothing caught as fun as northern fishing. All right, guys, so today I'm using a pretty simple setup when it comes to the jig. So I'm using a Berkley flipping jig in June bug, and then the trailer that I'm running with it is actually a 3-inch chigger crawl in watermelon. And so this does a really good job of 2 things. Number one, mimicking a bluegill, which a lot of these fish are very pissed off at right now because they're either guarding fry or they're post spawn and they're just eating bluegill to get fed back up after the spawn. And then 2, contrasting. I mean, obviously you got that dark purple base with that very light green trailer, and when you put it in the water, it's kind of fascinating. It looks so much like a bluegill or any of the sunfish species if you really think about it, because you know, if you see a bluegill, it's got like this dark, almost like bluish purplish body, but then it'll have like almost like this greenish like fluorescent tail. And so that jig does a really good job of mimicking that. And then I'm throwing that a 7'9" heavy Fenwick Elite Bass and some 20-pound fluorocarbon with a Revo SX rocket, and that is my setup. I'm just skipping this jig around these boat docks, and these bass are sitting here ambushing bluegill. Some of them are probably garden beds. I've had a few fish that have actually missed it, and I would almost guess, if I was a betting man, that those fish were garden fry. So, you know, they come out just die and like hit it and then run off. Whereas some of these that like really eat it, they're probably your post spawners, you know, that are completely done and they're just trying to find a meal. But that's the main deal today. I've got a frog tied on too. I don't think it's going to play as much. It didn't play as much in this marina the other day. I think it's going to play more in this other marina, but we've got it tied on. Just toss it up here shallow a little bit around some of these grass patches and these reed patches just to see if we can get one to eat. But yeah, this is as fun as it gets when it comes to fishing right here. I mean, I tell people all the time, if you've not done it, you need to. Northern fishing is something special, and it's really fun. But what's really cool is nothing that I'm doing today can't be applied down south either. I mean, you guys see me take these same baits all the time down at the house and catch fish, and so, you know, apply the same logic. I mean, it's not that much different. You know, we've got fish down south that live around boat docks that eat jigs, just like we have them here. It's just that these fish, where they get a break 6 months out of the year because of the ice, are just a little bit dumber than our fish. They're a little bit more apt to eat, and so you can have a ton of fun catching them just because they don't get the pressure like our fish does. Here you go, guys. That's fun. Heck yeah. It's fun. That was fun. That was great. That was really cool because I threw that frog in there, and when I did, the fry scattered. And when the fry scattered, the fish pounded it. So that was a fry garden male. That's awesome. Good, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Good. Beautiful morning.
Yeah, it is.
There we go. Come on, get out of there. Come here, you. There we go. You got a lucky dock.
Good size fish.
Yeah. They're up here, they just got done spawning and they're protecting their babies. And so when they do that, they eat stuff because it looks like a bluegill. There you go, guys. That's fun. Freaking fatty. Thank you, sir.
That was a bass, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. That was a largemouth bass. Yep. Have a good day. Wow, guys. being a little quiet, not doing much talking, because this is a very busy marina. There's a lot of people in here camping, they're hanging out. It's still pretty early in the morning. It's only 9:30, so trying not to wake up a bunch of people. You know, there's still, I mean, I've seen people like sitting on their porches and sitting out next to their campers and just waking up, and so just trying to stay quiet while still catching some fish and having some fun. But like I said earlier, these fish are full-blown post spawn. You know, got a lot of fry garters, a lot of post spawners eating bluegill, and that's what this frog is doing a really good job of mimicking. I noticed the other day that Bailey was throwing a frog with a lot of purple in it, and so I got a frog out with some purple in it, got the jig out with some purple in it, just something little and different. There must be a lot of purple in the bluegills up here, or it does something in this water clear to stand out really good, because these fish love it. And so I got this one out. I'm not even really sure what this color is called, but I like the sparkle on the bottom. It seems to get the bites that we need. So we're gonna keep tossing around here, keep trying to get some bites. This is a super fun bite, super easy to do, because I mean, it's simply just go in between these boat slips and throw this frog, and these fish are sitting up here, and they eat it. They eat it, and it is super fun. Really subtle bites, just because they come up and just poof, and when they get it, man, they eat it so good. So it's super fun. But yeah, that's the reason I've not been talking much, is because I'm just trying to be courteous to all these people in here. And that's one thing, guys, if you're new to fishing, and even if you're not new to fishing, you know, be as courteous as you can to these people in these places, because that's how it keeps us able to fish these places. You know, just be cordial. I mean, and compliment people on their things. I mean, because there's a lot of beautiful big boats in here, and even though I don't want to own a big boat, I know these people are proud of their boat. And just like me, you know, when someone compliments the Skeeter or compliments my kayak, you know, yeah, very nice. You know, it may not do anything for you, but if someone compliments it, it's just in good human nature to do that. And so think about that when you're in a marina and in your fishing, is be courteous to people's things, and, you know, be very courteous to people and very outgoing and talkative, because when we're just out in potholes, it doesn't get us very far. It's like the old saying my papa used to say, you get more bees with honey than with shit. So yeah, just I've heard philosophical thoughts for today. Up. Get up in here, big girl. Heck yeah. Roughed up. Look at that. That's crazy. That's awesome. Thank you, buddy. Well, guys, today was a success, to say the least. I did exactly what I wanted to do. Come over here, caught a bunch of fish, had a ton of fun. All the fish I caught today, again, I caught them either on a Berkley skipping jig in June bug with a watermelon accent sugar crawl trailer, some 20-pound trilene. This is a 7.9 heavy fast action Fenwick elite bass, and then a Revo SX rocket on there. It's actually a 9-gear ratio reel. Bigger gearing in these, so that even though it is a higher gear ratio, you don't lose that torque to get them out of there. And then the rest of the fish that I caught them on a frog, old Spro Bronze 65. I'm not really sure the color, make sure and link it below. 50-pound braid, a 7.3 heavy fast action elite bass by Fenwick, and then another Revo Rocket SX. And yeah, that was the combination for today that got it done. Again, just focusing on those post-spawn fry garden fish or those post-spawn fish. They're feeding up on bluegill, taking advantage of those fish being shallow in that grass, being in those marinas. A lot of the times, and I've said this before, when those bass get done spawning, they go to the first natural stopping point. And for many of those bass, when there's that much grass up shallow, that's their stopping point. They literally have their babies right there, they live right there, they eat right there, and they stay right there, because these lakes, being these glacial style lakes, they don't fluctuate like our lakes do down at home. And so with that water staying the same level all year long, they can stay in one area and just live there until it starts to freeze, and then they go access deep water, which for some of these fish is like 10-11 foot and easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's kind of one of the reasons these northern fish are so predictable, is the fact that they don't have to move a lot. They kind of can stay in an area, which makes it fun to fish and makes them fun to pattern and fun to catch. But yeah, guys, it's been a fun couple days. I'm glad that you guys have watched these videos. If you didn't watch day one in New York, I'll make sure and link it down below in the description so you can go check it out, pinned at the top of the comment. All the gear pinned at the top of the comment. And as always, you guys are sweet, and thank you for watching.